This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to be here and to share with you information about optimal health. Before we get started, does anyone have any questions?
Yes. I have people asking about interactions with medications if we're going to talk about lifelong vitality. So.
Yep. Okay, yep. Good. I'll tell you that right now, answer that question to give people a little bit of time to jump on here.
Sure.
So like anything, yes, there will be interactions. It's sort of like when you eat food, you're going to have, this chemical interaction with your body. Now, because these products are natural and they're bioavailable, your body can absorb it faster. There are very minimal interactions, and it's to the point where I feel like it's super safe to just do one of each and see how it goes with your medication. Most likely, you're going to need to go back to the doctors and reduce your medications because your body's cleaner and healthier and functioning better, so you don't need that dosage anymore. And just ask your doctor if you can reduce your dosage, and eventually some people, when they reduce it so much, they can take themselves off and their body's able to function properly. So that's the answer there.
Thank you. You confirmed what I already knew, thought, felt, and shared. So.
Good question. Now, if you're super duper sick and you've had a ton of medications all your life, okay, what these oils and products will do is it's going to help you detox. So it may be uncomfortable at first because your body's releasing toxins that your body has held on to for years and years. So sometimes our cells hold on to, say, chemotherapy like chemicals up to 10 years. Okay, so even though maybe you've started eating healthy for the last couple of months, your body still has a lot of toxins stored for a long time ago. Right, so just be aware of that. Your body's doing its job properly. Okay, so let's get to this here. Ask yourself this question: what is optimum health or optimal health? What is optimal health to you? All right. You can use the chat and you can, put your answers there. What is optimal health to you? Okay, because sometimes we just need to pause and consider this question. All right. So to me, it means things are all functioning well. Yep, best possible health. Yep, on this earth, right? And your whole body is functioning well, and so you're feeling happy. Your body's producing all the happy chemicals. Your brain is alert and it's clear thinking. Okay, so that's good, right? And you're youthful and you're beautiful, like your skin is glowing and healthy. It's not wrinkly and dry and itchy. Okay, I mean, we're not gonna go back in time a lot, but at least we feel great for where we are at. Okay, yep, Sharon, that's right. Best mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so here we are. What we need to start with, guys, is the holistic approach. No matter who you are, okay, we're mind, body, and spirit creatures. No matter who we are, what we're going through, we need to start with a holistic approach. And the very first thing that I remind people is that we need to start with the belief that the body knows how to heal and function. Okay, because if we feel like the body breaks down and we're fighting against it and it's this war that we never win, then you're not going to start with a good start. Okay. All right, so can everybody mute yourself unless you need to talk, and then you can unmute. All righty. So any questions on that? We'll start with this foundation that the body knows how to function. It knows how to heal. The body's the healer. Yeah? Okay. And then the other thing too is, even though the body is a healer, it needs the right tools. Okay, so if we give it the right tools, it will know what to do with it. Okay, so that's the other belief we want to start with. And then the body needs time to repair and renew, and that time means sleep. Okay, that time means patience as well. Okay, so that's what I wanted to start with. Okay, and that the body responds to the right mindset. So we'll touch mindset a little bit, but this whole community is all about that mindset. But today we're going to just focus on the nutrition side of things, okay, and the physical side of things. Okay, with the right mindset, you're going to remember to take care of yourself and take your supplements and whatnot. Okay, so if you're taking supplements and eating food and expecting it to fix you, and if you're passive in your approach, then you're missing out on the optimal results. Okay, so if you're partnering it with this positive, everything is solvable attitude, then you'll find that your body responds so much faster. Okay, I've had friends who were bedridden for years, and then taking supplements, changing their mindset, and they're up and out within months. Okay, so that's just phenomenal. But that means effort. Okay, and it's doable. All right. And of course, it is best to adopt the natural wellness lifestyle. So it's like, taking your lifestyle and then just changing in every area. And this is what it looks like. Okay. Looks like this. I kind of tweaked this wellness lifestyle pyramid a little bit here. All right, it starts with eating right. And fortunately for us, those who are members of doTERRA, we have lots of wonderful things to help us eat right. Okay, so we have supplements and we have proteins and fibers and greens and things to help us along there. Okay, and then we have movement and exercise. Yes, of course, we need to be moving our body, stretching our body. And with doTERRA, they have the Mitochondria and the citrus oils to help us, have more energy so that we can have more movement, okay, help us feel uplifted. doTERRA also helps with the rest and managing stress. We have beautiful oils like Serenity and Balance and Adaptive. And now this is where our community is very strong. Okay, our community is very good at helping each other with managing the stress. And sometimes another word for stress is anxiety and fears. Okay, so we have a skill that we could tap into our subconscious. We call that energy balancing with faith, using the skill of muscle testing and deducting, so that we can find the emotions that are in our subconscious just holding us back and blocking us from fully resting and moving forward. Okay, so we have powerful tools for that too. All right, and then we have the reducing toxic load, all the toxins in our environment. A lot of you are aware of that. If you're not aware, then please be aware. Okay, so of course in doTERRA we have lots of things that can replace a lot of the household products that we used to use that have a lot of toxins. Okay, so you just get rid of the toxins in your body, get rid of the toxins in your home, and you'll find that things will shift very quickly. Okay, don't get overwhelmed, just take one thing at a time, and before you know it, after a couple of months, you've made a whole lifestyle makeover. Okay, so the last two sections of this wellness pyramid is actually healthcare. The other four were lifestyle. Okay, so in our approach of healthcare, we want to be informed. Okay, so you want to be listening to podcasts or watching videos or reading things, going to conventions and conferences that teach you more about health. Okay, we need to be responsible for our health. Okay, so that's something that we have control over. And then, of course, we have control over being proactive. I had a friend just recently tell me that her doctor diagnosed her with breast cancer. and we did the oils and supplements, and we did the energy balancing with faith. And within 3 weeks, her cancer was half the size. Okay. And then the doctor said, let's go ahead and cut it out anyways. And she didn't know or wasn't practiced enough to say, can I just wait? So she went ahead and had the surgery, and she kind of regretted it. But anyways, we learned from that, and we can help other people. We can ask questions. We can have second opinions, third opinions. So we need to be proactive and not hand our responsibility for our own health over to the doctors and the specialists. We are our own authority also. Okay, just remember that, guys. All right. Okay, so doTERRA has a lot of wonderful products that we have to start that proactive and holistic approach. And let me ask you this question. Do you have a wellness issue that you haven't figured out yet? So sometimes people say, well, oh, my blood pressure, or oh, my legs, or oh, my migraines or allergies or something. If you have something like that and you feel like, oh, I haven't quite figured it out yet, I've taken all the medications and I've gone to all the specialists and the experts and whatnot, chances are that it will resolve itself or reduce when we take the holistic approach. It's just been so powerful that way. I was touring in Australia a few years ago, and I went to like 5, 6 different places. And every place I went to, I was there in the front of the room, and I asked the question, has anybody accidentally healed from something? Right? Because, you're focusing on something, and then all of a sudden you have this and this and this problem go away as well, and you didn't even expect it, and you didn't even think that it would go away, but it did. So I've had people every single time raise their hand and say, hey, my blood pressure's better, my cholesterol's better, and I didn't even think about that. I was just trying to fix my back, or trying to help with those arthritic hands and whatever. So that's what I want to help you do today, okay, is to really adopt this proactive approach and holistic approach. All right, and here's this saying that I say a lot, and I've put it into a picture. So look at the screen here. So of course, on top of that holistic approach, we want to understand that we need to feed our cells. We need to feed our cells well, okay? And then of course, we need to cleanse our cells, because sometimes food can help us cleanse, okay? And then we want to protect our cells. Okay, so when we protect it, we just keep going around in circles. Feed the cells, protect the cells, cleanse the cells. And you'll find that when your cells are happier, cleaner, healthier, that it can communicate with each other better, okay, all the cells, and it starts to function better. It starts to repair itself better. So that's where your power lies. So I challenge you guys to continue thinking in this way, okay? Not what specialist or what doctor do I go to, what medicine, what just see if your body can be more clean, more fed, nourished, okay, and more protected, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about today. We'll focus on those things, okay? Any questions or any comments so far? Good. All right. Okay. So your body needs nutrition. So get the nutrition your body needs. This is feeding the cells, right? We need to eat whole foods, food in its natural form as much as possible, and have healthy fats and proteins and carbs, and the variety, as in different colors, different sources, different types. Okay, so the rainbow. And then on top of that, in our day and age, we really do need quality supplements. Okay, just try it. I didn't think I needed it, and then I tried so many different supplements I was about to give up, and they were a lot more expensive to the ones that we have here in doTERRA. But then when I discovered this one, I was blown away, and I've been committed to this for the last 11 years. So remember, feed your cells, okay? Your cells need the raw material to build, okay? Kind of like building a house. If you want to put quality material into your house, right? Your house will be quality, right? Same with your body, okay? Quality materials into your body, you'll be quality, okay? So that's easy peasy. All right, question. What if your cells didn't have everything they need for optimum health? Ask yourself that question. Okay. You can answer in the chat if you like. Okay, what happens if we don't have all the things that we need? Sickness, right? Hello, Peaches. Dehydration, poor brain function, low productivity, and more. Okay, it's fairly simple. Sometimes people overcomplicate, but it's fairly simple. And this goes with our children too. If they misbehave and they're not quite themselves, it just could be they don't have enough nutrition, poor brain function because of dehydration as well. Pain, yep, cancer, diseases, okay, inflammation, that's it, right? So we're paying a big price for not having the optimum health, okay? All right, so I want people to see that sometimes we mistaken our diseases for nutritional deficiency. Okay, so it's not to go to the docs and get another pill. Perhaps it's just go get some healthy foods, okay? Because we need that quality raw material, right? So here's signs of nutritional deficiency. So your nails, you've got, you know, the bands on the nails. Okay, it's very thin and peeling, brittle, soft peeling nails. Or your skin is dry, flaky, and itchy. Could be, you know, labeled as eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis. You know, we've got dandruff and dry hair, dry scalp, cracked skin on the heels. Sometimes you're like, wait, it's just dry. It's just dry. That's how it is. I thought that too, but it's because, you know, we lack nutrients, and then also because there's a lot of fungus and bacteria in our body. Okay. So excessive thirst leading to dehydration and headaches, frequent urination, poor wound healing. I was shocked when I started to do the supplements and take care of myself holistically. Sometimes like I would scratch or something, and then the next day, you know, it healed. It healed really quickly. You know, even my kids with a zit or whatever, it heals pretty quickly, okay? So it's a fast wound healing. Okay, dry eyes, right? Fatigue, lower immunity, and frequent infections, people who just catch everything, okay? That's a sign of nutritional deficiency. I'm so grateful that I know this because I was able to help my children, and it's been 11 years. So this July was, actually this October will be 11 years that we haven't taken our kids to the doctors, okay, for sickness, but we have, you know, for, you know, we had two, not broken bones, but what do we call that? Fractures, and then, you know, just healthy checkups. Poor attention span, hyperactivity, or irritability. Okay, that's a sign of nutritional deficiency, unable to focus. Okay, difficulty and with learning, and I should say difficulty with learning and problems learning and remembering. Okay, poor gut health, cardiovascular diseases. Yep. Teresa, brain fog, right? Premature aging. Okay, and inflammation, arthritis, someone said that already, yep. A lower libido, okay, infertility, allergies. Did you know that you can heal from allergies? Yeah, and so much more. So what do you think about this? What do you think about this list?
It's a really good list.
It's helpful because we can say, ooh, you know, I think I need more nutrition or something, you know, instead of, hey, something's wrong with me.
Yeah, I think we overcomplicate
Mm-hmm.
our health a lot of times when we think, oh, this thing is wrong with me, and when we can really address it in a simple way.
Yeah.
But then isn't it so cool? Like when something so simple is healed, we feel like it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And, you know, because it improves the quality of our lives.
Yeah. And it also is a sign, right, that your body has enough nutrients. So if your skin starts to feel better and it's not so dry and itchy, you're like, yay, looks like, you know, the nutrients are filtering through. Yeah. And dry eyes, dry mouth, headaches go away, allergies, you know, gone, all that. Those are signs to watch, to look for. Okay. All righty. So the other thing too is remember to stay hydrated. Fortunately for us in doTERRA, you can put a couple of drops of any of the citrus oils in your water and it helps your body absorb the water better. For some reason, it does that. Okay, and of course it's good for glutathione. So I know some people say, well, you can't, you don't. There's a lot of research where it is good and you can have essential oils, you know, internally. Okay, most of the people who, you know, argue against it is because they have never tried it and they've, you know, never experienced it from doTERRA. It's come from a place of fear. Your body has a lot of lining of mucus inside your body that can handle that. And of course, a lot of the foods that we eat are naturally containing the essential oils anyways, okay? So if you're eating your peppermint leaf and your basil leaf, it all has essential oils in there already, okay? All right, guys, just stay hydrated. You know, more than half your body weight is water. All right, water helps you maintain, you know, healthy body temperature, it removes waste, especially when you're using essential oils, your body's gonna release the waste from your cells. Remember, your cells store toxins in the fat. And when the fat releases the toxins, you want to, you know, pee and poop it out and not have your body reabsorb it and re-isolate it again, okay? Water helps lubricate joints and helps improve the brain function. And of course, you know, we lose a lot of water through urine, through sweat, through breathing, vomiting, diarrhea. So signs of dehydration: dark, smelly urine, dry mouth, fatigue, headaches, confusion, dizziness, lightheadedness. Okay, so have a glass bottle or really high quality stainless steel and just drink water throughout the day, sip throughout the day. And if you're extra dehydrated, you can use the organic coconut water and put a couple of drops of essential oils. The coconut water is a natural electrolyte, okay? And you may feel uncomfortable before you feel better because that's your body's way of detoxing. You're going to feel the toxins. So sometimes people are expecting to just feel fantastic like everyone else is talking about, and they themselves might feel like, oh, I feel like this is heavy metal taste in my mouth, or my urine smells extra bad or something like that. I say just keep going and flush all those toxins out. Your body's releasing the toxins from the cells, and it makes it a little bit uncomfortable because your body's feeling the toxins, okay? Questions? Comments? Okay, so you can continue to put your comments in the chat if you like. All right, so let's talk about proper nutrition. We need macronutrients, carbs, fats, and proteins, and we need micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, and omega oils. Okay, that's what our body needs as building materials. And I just tell my kids that they're building materials to make your tissues, your blood, your bones, all that. So quality building blocks help you have a quality body. All right. So here's stats that I got. 95% of Americans are not getting their daily required vitamin D and E, and more than 50% do not have enough magnesium, vitamin A, calcium, and vitamin C. Okay, so this here tells us, yep, we do need to have supplements, okay, to help us with all the vitamins and minerals and micronutrients that we need. All right. So why do we supplement? Why supplements? Okay, because overall it promotes overall wellness. It helps make up for the nutritional deficiencies. It addresses the personal health issues. So like I said earlier, you know, if you have like this problem and that problem and you haven't really figured out why, it will help address that, okay, when we have enough of the nutrients our body needs, okay. And it helps maintain good health during the aging process. So kind of like, you know, not letting the aging process go too fast, okay. And of course, combine it all with that natural wellness lifestyle, because it's not just supplementation. We need to take care of our stress and how we sleep and reducing toxins, etc. Alrighty. All right, let's look at some of the things here. This is the Lifelong Vitality Pack for those people who are new here. Okay, so we have these 3 bottles of supplements that doTERRA has produced to help us have that optimal health, right? And then it comes in this sachet form instead of the packets, the bottles. And it also has the vegan option as well. Okay, so Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to ask, does anybody have a story, testimony of the Lifelong Vitality Pack that they want to share?
Well, I do.
Go ahead, Teresa.
It's made a tremendous difference for my husband and myself. We noticed the effects in how we felt almost, well, within a day or two, which is, we hadn't noticed in any other supplements. We had more energy, brain fog just disappeared. And our yearly blood work has improved a lot. My husband's thyroid medication, they've reduced it by 75 micrograms because his thyroid function has improved. And our blood sugars, which were edging up, his was kind of in the pre-diabetic range. Mine was headed that way. And we're both down in the normal range now. So I believe in it completely.
That's so awesome. Congratulations, Teresa. My parents have been on this for about a decade too, and they're not on medications. They're healthy and they're just plugging along, doing their thing. And so I'm very grateful that I discovered it and shared it with them. As for me, my family has a genetic disorder called thalassemia. And I have a trait of it. It's kind of like anemia, where your body is tired and it feels like you have iron deficiency, and it's just you're lethargic all the time and you can't get enough sleep ever. But because of this, I have energy to do lots of things, and I have ideas all the time, and I get to do those things instead of like having ideas and then going, oh, I'm frustrated with myself for not being able to do it. So I had arthritis in my back. In 2 spots, bone on bone, and that's repaired. My was a chiropractor here. She gave me an X-ray, and she's like, "No, that looks normal." So I'm like, "Hey, the other chiropractor 11 years ago was like, what is this?" Yeah, and allergies and sleep issues and brain fog. It's all gone. So yeah, for me, I can't live without it. We travel with it, and our kids have taken it and started taking it too. You know, more consistently. So it's amazing. Anybody else have any stories to share with us?
I can share, Jade.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've been with doTERRA for like 9 years, but I didn't start using Lifelong Vitality until probably like I think it's been about 5 years. Because I know I had been traveling out west, the Western United States and back several times. And I just remember I would feel so jet lagged and just so lethargic when I traveled like that, especially going to the higher altitude. And I was getting ready to go to a doTERRA convention. And so I thought, I don't want to feel like this when I go out. So I decided to go ahead and try the Lifelong Vitality. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. I did not realize how much I was missing out on. A lot of that list that you put up there about, the signs of malnutrition or whatever, I experienced a good majority of those. And I thought that I ate pretty healthy. It's just that, our food just doesn't have the nutrients in them that they should anymore. And I definitely wasn't getting the nutrition I needed. But when I went to convention, that was when I really noticed the difference that it made, because I had so much energy, and it was like brain fog was another issue, and the brain fog had completely cleared up. And so it was just the best trip that I had ever made out west and back, and I still had energy when I returned. So I would say that it made a dramatic difference in my life, and I've been on it pretty much ever since. There's been a couple of times when I've kind of just neglected myself, I guess, and after a couple of days or a few days of not taking it, I could feel the difference, just in my, like, just how I felt and the energy that I had. And so, yeah, I have a very solid testimony of it. My husband and I both use it, and we love it.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, especially when you're out at a convention, we'll go, 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 go. We don't stop, and having that much energy, that's huge. I love it. So you're probably wondering what these funny names are. So here we go, guys. I'm going to show you how to read them. So this is alpha CRS plus. The alpha means thirst. Okay, and CRS is cellular renewal system. And then the plus is it's an improved formula. So this is the first one. This is the special, unique to doTERRA. Okay, so this is if you buy these separately, the alpha CRS is the most expensive. Okay, so that's alpha CRS. So we've got lots of supplements in there for cellular health. Okay, so here it's Z E omega. So the X is not pronounced X. It's Z. It's for astaxanthin. I think I'm saying that right. I bought astaxanthin krill oil for like $70 a piece, and I had to buy 3 or 4 a month for my family. And here, this Lifelong Vitality pack was cheaper than 1 bottle. So that was crazy. And EO is, of course, essential oils, because there's 8 essential oils in there. And omega. Okay, the mega stands for omega. So for the microplex V and Z, and the vegan one is a vegan version. Okay, so microplex is micronutrients plus complex. That's why that's the name. And then VM is vitamin and minerals. So that when you pick it up, you're like, what is this bottle? Okay, and the Z at the end it's an improved formula. So instead of a plus, they put a Z. Okay, and of course the vegan is vegan essential oils and omega. Right. So there you go. So you know which oils, which bottles do what. Okay, so overall, these are the benefits of the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Okay, so wellness and vitality. I'm going to go this way. Antioxidant protection, it's energy metabolism, DNA protection, bone health, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, healthy hair, skin and nails. Okay, it helps with the brain and nervous system, eye health, lung function, digestive function, liver function for detoxification, and optimal nutrition. Okay, so that's the benefits, and I'll go through the different things in a minute too. But overall, what you want to know is that oxidation equals aging, and inflammation creates pain in your body. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack is focused on antioxidation and we focus on anti-inflammation. Okay, so that's the idea of it. And by the way, if you're in a different part of the world, if you're from Australia, you have Australian version. And if you're from Korea, you have the Korean version that is designed to meet the needs of the local market. I have never seen a company that does that, that tailor makes the supplements to the different markets. I think that's just so loving and brilliant of them. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the Alpha CRS Plus. Okay, so you take 2 in the morning and 2 at night, or 2 in the evening. Okay, you can do it with food at first. Some people can do it, without food, but just start with food. Okay, so it's for the healthy cellular function. This helps with the immune function. All right, I felt like I used to catch everything, but now, when people say, oh, I think I'm coughing and I've got this and that, and I'm like, it's okay, I can come see you, we can chat. Yeah, and I usually don't catch stuff. There's so many ingredients, but I've listed a few here. Curcumin, which is kind of like the turmeric, right? Resveratrol. This milk thistle, Boswellia serrata, that's from frankincense. And we have coenzyme Q10, quercetin, alpha lipoic acid. All of these are antioxidants. Okay, and we have polyphenols. And then there's the ginkgo biloba, that's for mental clarity and mental function, brain function, and energy. And these pills are actually smaller than other supplement pills. It's non-GMO and gluten-free. Okay, just a little bit about antioxidant, just so you guys know. For me, about 10 years ago when I first started this, I'm like, what is antioxidant? I don't know what this is. So it's free radicals that is known to damage our healthy cells and speed up the aging process. So we don't want a lot of that, right? But we create free radicals even by breathing and metabolizing food. We have free radicals from pollution and sun overexposure and exposure to radiation. Okay, so the antioxidants are stable molecules that can neutralize the free radicals, okay, inside our body. So they're like, somebody said to me one time, like vacuum cleaners. But another person said, well, they're kind of like these buddies. They'll buddy up with the free radicals and then, take them out. So I think that's better visualization for me. And antioxidants can come from food and vegetables, and it can come from our body. Our body can make it. And the polyphenols are the powerful group of antioxidants that can protect our cells against the free radical damage. And guess what? Clove oil is one of the highest known antioxidants in the world. So if you're thinking about berries and goji berries and blueberries and all those berries, well, clove is like 1,000 times more powerful, okay? And clove oil is, even more powerful than that. So you can look it up, and the caloric value, it's just way up there. So we get to have that in our supplements. All right, so a little bit more here. About the supplements in general as well. Mitochondria. Okay, mitochondria is, that energy produced in our microscopic cellular structure. And to take you back to science class here. So mitochondria combines oxygen and food molecules to produce the chemical energy. As we get older, we usually experience a decline in the number of mitochondria in our cells. So it's like the energy factory in our cells declining because we're getting older. But with the antioxidants, it protects our cells, and it helps our cells produce more chemical energy, which means more mitochondria, because our cells have all of the nutrients it needs to continue to make more production. And I think this is why with my family's history of thalassemia and anemia and all that, this is why I feel like I have a lot more energy. So yay us. So don't have to settle for that, that tiredness and that problem. Okay, and the amazing part is that the Lifelong Vitality Pack gives us this ability to have more energy without stimulants or sugars. That's awesome. It's just, you know, the real deal. Okay, it doesn't cheat with the, you know, stimulants or sugars. Fantastic. Okay, so here's the Z omega. I love the red color because it's the astaxanthin, because that is about 60 to 70% more powerful than regular yellow omega fish oil. Okay, so of course this is omega-3. It kind of, you know, offsets the omega-6 that is inflammatory. Oh, I said 8 oils, but I meant 9 oils here. So of course they have 9 essential oils, so doTERRA CPTG oils in there. So clove, remember what I said about clove? And now you have frankincense. You can look up frankincense and it's phenomenal for protecting cells. Okay, thyme has another, you know, is another oil that's powerful with cells, and it's great for, sorry, I'm hearing something here. Okay. Wild orange, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, caraway, and German chamomile. You see that these oils are great for the gut, this tummy. Okay, so if your gut is cleaner, it doesn't have a lot of the parasites and the fungus, the bacteria, your body can absorb the nutrients better. Okay, the carotenoid, the red, is, like I said, the astaxanthin, which is from microalgae, and it has vitamin A, D, and E in it as well. And of course, remember the omega oil helps with heart, circulation, joint, brain, eye health, and the nervous system. So think of it like this. Think of it like grease to your joints. Okay, grease to your brains, and it's in a small veggie capsule. Okay, and I'll, I think, show you the next slide here. I wonder if I put it in here. Yeah, I did. Anyways, that's the Z omega. So have you ever had supplements that didn't work for you?
Yes.
Yes.
I've had supplements that made me feel ill too.
Yep, that was me too. Your pee is fluorescent, right? and it just feels weird, like you've taken a whole bunch of ground up rocks and it did nothing. But with doTERRA, the supplements are bioavailable, which means that it's in a form where your body can absorb it quickly. So even when you eat something like spinach, sometimes people are allergic to spinach. I never knew that. I met a girl that she's like, oh, I can't have this because it's green and stuff, and I can't do green because of this reason. But I said to her that, hang on, the doTERRA greens, like the supplements, the green things in the supplements, they're bioavailable. So they've broken it down to a level where your body can absorb it. So sometimes your body can't break down some of the greens, but this is even further along in the, metabolism. So here's a demonstration of bioavailability. The Z omega, which is the omega oils, the doTERRA ones are small. It's nano size. Okay, so regular lipids is like kind of represented by that big circle there, but with the doTERRA ones, it's very small. Okay, that means it goes through your water layers of your body, in through the intestinal cells and into the lymph channels. So if you want to do an experiment, you can puncture one of the capsules and put it in a bottle of water and shake it up, and you can see how it's emulsified. And normally people say, well, oil and water doesn't mix, but in this case it does, because these oils are so small, they're nano size. That's amazing technology. If you want to see how it works, okay, after taking it for a while, check your skin. It's more moisturized. Check your hair, it's more shiny. Okay, your skin and your face. Okay, that's how you know. One of my friends, after about 2 months of taking this, she was doing yoga, the downward facing dog, and she was like, oh, Jade, I was looking at my skin and it was so shiny and moisturized. And I'm like, I know this is the supplements, you know, because she's like, normally my skin is all, you know, dry. Yeah, so she got the message, how it went through all the layers and now it's infiltrated throughout the whole body. So yay, doTERRA, nano size technology. All right. So question, do you feel like you're eating perfectly? I don't. I try. Some days I just can't even eat more than you know, a meal because I'm so busy. So here is the Microplex VMZ, where you can kind of supplement that. All right, so 22 vitamins, essential vitamins, okay, for the full spectrum, chelated minerals, okay, so calcium, magnesium, zinc, all of these are from food, not ground up rocks like some of the other supplements. Okay, polyphenols, again, there, your super antioxidants. And then you've got your whole food blends. And remember, these are broken down so that your body can absorb it. Kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, spinach. Yeah. You know, we can't eat all of that in one day, but here it is. And then tummy tamer, the peppermint ginger caraway to help our tummies absorb it. And I'll tell you, if your gut is very, very unhealthy, you probably want to start with 1 of each, and then, you know, go to 2 of each, and then eventually to 4 of each. Okay. And then do a lot of the lemon oil as well. And like with my dad, when he first took the supplements, he's like, I don't feel like your mom. Your mom's saying she feels great, but I don't know, I don't feel that. And I said, well, maybe Daddy, we need to detox you a little bit. So we had to kind of give him a lot more citrus oils, and even the GX Assist blend. And then he was able to see the huge difference. He was able to have so much energy. Okay, so how about that? Any questions on that, guys? Vitamins and minerals, just amazing blend. Right, these oils are fantastic. They are designed to help us reach the optimal range. If we're almost there, but we're not quite there because we eat pretty well, it just moves us over to the optimal range. So sometimes some supplements fall short, and sometimes some supplements just give us way too much, more than we need. And pretend that you have, you know, some part of it you have a lot of, you know, you're going to pee and poop it out anyways, because they're bioavailable. Your body is able to metabolize it. So you want to be right there in the optimal range. Okay, so that's what the Lifelong Vitality Pack is designed to do for you. Okay, question, how would you feel if you had the optimal health?
Personally, I just feel that I have much more energy than I used to. I don't have the crashes midway through the day or early afternoon. I don't have those, you know, energy crashes, and I'm just, I don't know. I'm getting older, but I don't feel it yet. So.
Yeah, that's so good. I know, it's so great. I thought I was old when I was in my 30s because I was so tired all the time. And then now I, you know, have more energy than I did 10 years ago. So sometimes people think that they have good health already, but when you try this, you're like, wait, I have more energy. I didn't even know that was possible. So like my dad, he was like, oh, there's so many pills. I think I have good health already. I don't want to take those pills. So I'm like, just try it. And he did. And then he knows what it feels like. Okay. And then but he's all, I'm so lazy. I don't want to take pills. And I said, Dad, pills, or, you know, these are food pills, right? Or, you know, tired and sick. What do you want? You know? So it's like, okay. I did this activity today, guys. I just took, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 ingredients. There's a whole lot more. This is not even half the ingredients. And these are just the general stores that I went to online. And already the ingredients that are contained in the Lifelong Vitality Pack is so much more affordable and the higher quality. When doTERRA created this, they didn't worry about the financial side. Okay, the guy who asked to do this, he wasn't paid for a whole year, because the deal was he was able to create the supplements of his dreams. So he left his lucrative job to come over here to create supplements that he wanted for himself, because he and his wife were triathletes. And they were able to do that, plus the CPTG essential oils as well. Okay, and of course we have very high grade vitamins and minerals and polyphenols and things in there. Okay, so look at that, 10 of these things, you know, $400 something versus $80 a month. This is 1 month supply. Yeah, so I think we've got a good deal here. And one of my friends, she calls it her insurance policy, because she was paying an extra $100 and something every month on her insurance, and she wasn't ever using it to go to the docs and whatever. And she was like, the supplements are even cheaper than that. So she was just, you know, so excited to have such an affordable supplement. Okay, so that's our basic supplement. You know, you can add more enzymes and other things to it too, but you know, just try this, guys. We're really excited for you to try it. Kids have these supplements too, but for you guys, we want to invite you to a challenge. But before I talk about the challenge, I just want to mention just one more thing. This is what our team is strong in, is the emotional and the spiritual side of things. If you receive love, if you love yourself more, you remember to take the supplements. Sometimes people say, oh, I'm last, my kids are first, I save it for them, it's so expensive. Those are just excuses, because they don't have that greater sense of self-love. That's all. Okay, the money will be found somewhere. You'll be able to take care of yourself, and then you'll be a better mama, right, to your kids. So remember, it's not what you are is what you eat. It's you are is what you absorb. Okay, what you absorb, because you instruct your body to absorb the good stuff when you receive love, when you receive more blessings. Okay, so allow yourself to be strengthened by God and others, and stop punishing yourself, self-rejection or self-loathing, because that's repelling nutrients. I've done sessions on people who take the most expensive supplements in the world, and they're like, I don't know why, I'm still, you know, you're deficient in this and deficient in that, and the doctors keep telling me I have to keep taking more and more. And you know, just helping them receive love changed it all. Okay, so here it is, guys. Listen up. This is the challenge for this month. All right, so the month of August, anytime in the month of August, go ahead and get the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Okay, so we're going to download this questionnaire, and you know, with your sponsor, your challenge sponsor, you're going to answer these questions. So write the date there and answer. My sleep is satisfying when I wake. Yes. 5 for great, 1 for not so great. Okay. I live a life free of chronic aches and pains. I have strong immune function and resist getting sick. I am emotionally balanced and not stressed or anxious. I have energy and vitality throughout the day. You know, like what Sierra said, there's no crash, right? My mental focus and memory are quick and sharp, and my skin and hair are healthy and beautiful. Okay, so circle where you are, right? Because when you have changes, it's subtle. And after a month, it's big. But, you know, when every day it's a little bit of change, you sometimes don't notice. But so start there, answer that question there with step 1. And then we have the 30-day calendar, where you can, you know, start to mark it off. So you make sure that you don't skip a day. Okay, from AM, PM for 30 days. All right. With the doTERRA supplements, the Lifelong Vitality supplements, if this is the first time you buy it and you try it for 30 days and you're not satisfied, you can return it. You can return it empty, and they can give you a full refund. Okay, that they're that confident. All right, so try it out, guys. And then, of course, at the end of the 30 days, you and your challenge sponsor or your upline can do this again and see how you go. See that questionnaire? Okay. Questions? And so again, get the Lifelong Vitality Pack and get started. Download and print that questionnaire. Okay, so you can go to the bit.ly LLV challenge. Okay, and then you can print it out. And you know, talk to your sponsor because they're going to give you a prize for finishing the whole 30 days. Okay, so whoever invited you, talk to them about it. And then, you know, that sponsor will tell me, this person has finished the challenge, Jade, put her in the drawing. And I have 2 drawings of $200 of prizes. So it can be oils, it can be, you know, any doTERRA products. Okay, so I will be talking to them personally and then getting to know them and, you know, working out what would be a good prize for them if they get drawn. Okay, and the 5th step here is during the month, keep following us on social for updates, information, tips, and support. So our team members are going to post things about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, about studies, about, you know, just tips on journaling, perhaps, things to help you stay on track. Okay, once you get into the habit and taking care of yourself, you'll find that it's easier to continue. Alrighty. Questions? Any questions? Any comments?
Would you mind sharing the kids page again?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to let people know, the kids have supplements too. Okay, and people who can't swallow pills. Yep. That's all for me. Anyone else want to share testimony or say anything?
Yeah, I would like to say something, Jade. As you know, I've been using the Long Life Vitality Pack for such a long time, and I can tell you my health is good. Skin and hair is amazing. Before that, I struggled with no matter what supplement I would take. I had no absorption level, and they were so bad. So I had to go every 3 to 4 or 5 months. I actually had to go to specialist clinic and get vitamin C and zinc and iron intravenous put into me, and that would help. Before I could take any supplement, it wouldn't reach my body. And since I changed, which took me a long time to have the courage, I don't have any deficiencies. I don't need to take anything else. It just works for my body, it works with my body, and my health has improved so much. It's incredible, and it's so good you're doing this challenge, because you can talk as long as you want, but you need to experience. When you actually do it, you feel it, you experience, you know the difference. It's incredible.
Yeah, I love that. And for those of you who don't know Sandra, she was extremely ill. She had to go to different countries, find different specialists, and it just took so much time and effort and money. And her gut was just a mess. And so she was saying that her body can't absorb it. She has to have it intravenously. So you can see that even if she takes a supplement, her body needs to break it down and absorb it. But with doTERRA supplements, it's already in a form where your body is able to absorb it quickly, right? And you had alopecia as well, so you're losing your hair.
I had skin disorders. I had a lot of things, and no matter how much food I would eat or take in a supplement in whatever dose, it would not reach or store. It didn't. It's like not getting recognized by your body. It just go like no, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And with the help of these supplements, which at the beginning I thought, oh no, this is just another one on the market.
Yeah.
And the difference was incredible.
Yeah.
1 month in, and I still feel improvements. Years later, I've been taking it for many years. And if I forget my tablet, which happens so rarely, by lunchtime, something is not right. There's something not working in my body. And I go, oh, I've got the supplement. And I would drive home to get it because I just don't want to be sick. I haven't been sick, and then continue to be healthy, and everything improves. Your vision, you thinking, everything becomes easier and happier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the mental health is so important as well. I see people who struggle with depression and all sorts of things, and they can't remember what they said, and they can't, just even reason in their minds. And so that causes relationship problems and stuff with their children, their spouse. And I look at them and I'm like, oh, why don't you just try supplements and you just be a calmer, more chillax kind of person. You can handle stuff more. I don't know how, my kids don't say too much about in the way of testimonies, but you see that they have this habit of coming to the oils and the supplements and taking it before bed, and it's always been like that. And I think that's brilliant. And I think it's just like their bodies are naturally drawn to it. And I think as parents, once we experience it, we want to make sure our kiddos are experiencing that too. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sandra. Yep, go ahead. And then Ginger.
Okay, I was just I have my own testimony about it, but I wanted to share my daughter's. She was doing really well. She was, caring for herself, taking these supplements and everything. And for whatever reason, she just kind of stopped. And this week has been incredibly difficult for her. She's been still trying to take the Terrazyme because she's like, oh, I can tell if I just have a yogurt or if I just have this, like my stomach gets upset and whatnot. And tonight for dinner, I made a creamy garlic chicken, which has a heavy whipped cream base. And halfway through dinner, she had to leave and go to the restroom. And anyway, she literally sat there and just looked at me and said, I need to get back on my vitamins, like now. I said, yes, you do. And she's like, this is ridiculous. Like I never had this problem before. So even the supplements weren't just giving her all the extra nutrients and everything that her body needed, but it was also keeping her body balanced and functioning really well. And she's literally only been off of them a short amount of time and can already see by this huge difference in her body's reaction to food that it's necessary. So it's just a testimony on the opposite side of things, like seeing the bad effects when you're not taking them.
Yeah, that's right. And if you think about our body, we need that maintaining the maintenance, right? We need to eat food. Right. And so this is kind of like that daily supplements of vitamins and minerals that we need from, that we don't get from food. So brilliant. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, nobody mentioned pain or aches. And that's what I noticed the most. I don't pretty much notice things, but the aches and pains were gone. And that was hallelujah time. I mean, yeah. It's just night and day difference. It's a necessity to take these vitamins.
No, I agree with you. The bone on bone, I didn't know that you could grow back stuff, cartilage and things. I didn't know, but I stopped complaining about it, and my husband pointed it out, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, yay. But it was just so beautiful and subtle. Go ahead, Jason.
I had to unmute. My name's Jason. Hey, everyone. I'm Jason Kirchie, Ashley's husband.
So good to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I figured I would. I don't know if I need to put my hand down here. There we go. I figured I'd share just a little bit of a different take. I hadn't heard anybody explain quite this. Explain or share a story quite like mine. I don't have any, big health issues or any other things that I had some miraculous healing, but I've always generally felt pretty healthy at least. But I've been taking the Lifetime Vitality Pack, and then something else that Jade had said at one point, mentioning that she's kind of always on a detox. I mean, I take Terrazyme and I can't remember the other one, but and then I'll mix in some GX every now and then I've done the full on detox for 30 days a couple of times now, and I felt a big difference in my body. But interestingly enough, so I had gone to the doctor for a regular checkup a couple of months back. They did blood work just to kind of make sure everything's good and see where my levels were, or, you know, just, I don't even know what they check. I didn't even look at it. But I went to the follow-up visit, and I had this doctor tell me something I'd never been told before. And this is the first time I've done blood work since I've done any of this stuff, been taking any of this stuff. And she literally said this. She said, "Wow, I've never seen levels the way, like, as I've never seen what did she say? Lab work come back as good as yours." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And she was like, "All of your levels are better than I've ever seen them in any single report." It's like, she's like, she said, "I expect to see a little bit here, a little bit there." She's like, "You're way above average on everything." And I was like, you know, well, what does that mean? And she's just like, "You're really healthy. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it." And I was like, all right. And I didn't think a whole lot of it, you know. I was just like, wow, okay, that's really cool. And then I got home and Ashley's like, "It's the supplements." And I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably the supplements. That's probably right. Because I don't like eat healthy necessarily. I mean, I don't eat terribly, but you know, I don't eat half as healthy as my wife. I mean, I'm eating a really greasy piece of pizza right now, to be honest. But I'm going to take, what is it, Terrazyme, or anyway, Digestin. That's it. That's the one I was going to take. I usually take a couple of those after I have some pizza because it's not really that good for you. So yeah, that's my story. Ashley, I'm not usually on these calls, and Ashley asked me to be on this call. I think she didn't ask me, but I think maybe she wanted me to share that story, and I wanted to share it too.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jason. I'm really happy to hear that. So guys, look at that. You know, lab work proved it as well. So go ahead, guys, and invite your friends and family to try it. I've had several people tell that their lab work comes back, you know, really well. And, you know, when you, I don't know, Ashley said that Jason had to take painkillers. Jason, do you still have to take your painkillers for, you know, whatever pains you had? Was it your neck or whatever?
I have, I say I don't really have a lot of health issues. I have a pretty chronic arthritic condition in my neck, but I do take a minor NSAID. That's all I take. I was able to get off Tylenol. I was having to take Tylenol every day. In the afternoon, sometimes twice a day, just to help with the pain. It's not all gone away. It kind of depends on what I'm doing, you know what I mean? But I don't take Tylenol anymore, really, at all.
That's fantastic.
And so that's really good too.
That's so good. And I know Jason and Ashley, their family is pretty active as well. So, you know, being active and not having to take a lot of painkillers and things, that's huge. So when people are asking about, hey, when I take these supplements, do I have to be super, super good at eating? Well, of course, you know, you want to be better and better. But, you know, even like what Jason said, you know, when you're not the greatest, we get to kind of fudge it a little bit because these supplements kind of make up some of the nutritional deficiencies for us. So yeah, don't stress it. Okay, do your very best. Oh, anyone else want to share before we end here?
I will share just one more quick thing since you brought up the pain that Jason was dealing with. I had a lot of pain in my body and was taking a lot of pain medicine, and which I don't take at all anymore. It's different supplements from what we shared tonight, but the Copaiba and the Deep Blue complex for me has made a life-changing condition for me. Because I was in pain every single day. It was affecting my job. It was affecting me being able to walk up my stairs at home. And, you know, and I easily and without hesitation go on hikes and climb with my daughter when we go out to Seattle up the mountains. And anyway, I'm very, very happy for the changes that it's made in my life. But those are two supplements that I would never do without.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Yep, and there's still more, of course, but you know, we're just going to invite our friends who've never experienced it to, you know, just give it a go and see what we're talking about. And of course, once you get in there, you're like, okay, I want to fix this and this and this other thing too. What else? What other things do you have? And we have a ton of things we want to share with you, but let's get started, guys. Alrighty, so I'll stop the recording here. Feel free to share this video with your friends.